Back. Alright. So let's head over to the Adventurers Guild again, and we'll continue on with this main story quest. We'll get the next one anyway. Alright. Memodi. Alright. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty, another second under that sun, and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale, if you would be so kind. Excellent timing, Papa Sham. It just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. So, this winsome lass is the much lauded adventurer, is she? Marvellous, marvellous. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lady. I am Papa Sham, formerly of the Sultansworn. Thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Scarlett of her mission? Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. Ah, shit. Yeah, now I remember what the dungeon is. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the Hekatonichiris. I'm not going to even attempt. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Throne Dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry and about their treatment at the hands of their ancestors. Their presence has forced a suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Throne Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used the Hekatonichiris to work their mines by way of enchanted helms. They were unable to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. They were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hekatonichiris, our ancestors introduced the collapse of the mine's most levels. So it was the Great Giant Revolt. The giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about the Copperbell mine in Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. God bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell Mines are in Western Thadalan. Do take care, you hear? Ah, and one last thing, before you depart. An employee of Amagina & Sons is presently at the Quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Messer, and he knows Copperbell Mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. So yeah, why I said, oh, I remember now. It's because I completely forgot Copperbell Mines was the next one in this chain of dungeons. I couldn't for the life of me remember which dungeon was in Thanalan, and it's Copperbell. Looking for Painted Messer, you found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with a mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, miss. I just hope you've got skills to go with them, cause things ain't pretty down there. The Hecatoncheires I've left, have left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second Ul'dah dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under mountains worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Alright, so we don't have anything for Thanalan, sadly. So to go to the western Thanalan, we go down here. Do we have Thaumaturge's Guild? Probably not. So we're gonna have to run that way. And pick up the Thaumaturge's Guild thing on the way. No. We'll just go out there. So we're up to at the level 17 quests, so we're not too far off getting mounts and stuff, which will be nice. But I mean, we're also almost up to level 30, which is where we get our job. Job quest. Actually, you know what? I think, and I might be wrong, but I give it a go just for sake of traveling speed, because we basically got to go halfway across the map. I think that we can actually, maybe not. Oh, it's up there. Alright, if we quickly go take a look, I'll see if I can. If we're able to hire a chocobo. Because we're actually at the level where we can hire one, and as soon as we dismount, it goes away, I'm pretty sure. So... Alright, so rent a chocobo. Yep, rent a chocobo, so it's 80 gil per 10 minutes. Yes. Okay. Ah, they put us at Central Thanalan. But we can get to Western Thanalan pretty easily, so... yeah, that's fine. Okay. What's that? Alright. So yeah, this is basically a taste of how mounted movement is. But granted, you know, you can have whatever mount you want, and when you dismount, you don't lose the ability to mount. You still get attacked by stuff, so you're not invulnerable to hostile things, but you know, nothing in this area should be of level to worry us. Pretty sure. Don't want to go down there. If you started in Thanalin, you actually go down there and there's, I think it's your first solo duty down there. Or it might be the second. So yeah. And this gets us closer to the thing. See, so we start down there. Across this bridge. So I'm actually going to go over here. There is a rather important aetheryte just in here, and it's important because down here is where you start coming to get a lot of the quests, because it's the headquarters of some people you start helping out. Not to try and spoil anything. So you'll be going to this aetheryte quite a lot, because generally what I do is I'll go to this aetheryte, talk to this Chocobo Keep, and just get him to take us down to the area. Yeah, that's fine. We'll dismount. Interact with this aetheryte, and I'm going to talk to this Choco Keep. Although, have we been here? I don't remember going here. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, so yeah, so around here is where you get Moko grass or something, so that's good for weavers, and in here is where you get iron. And iron and Moko grass are the two like core components, so you'll be coming here quite often. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, so that was added for the blue mages. Basically, you can get an ability off them. They didn't used to be here before. It used to just be these small ones and these goblins. There's been an incident inside the Copperbell Mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? The adventurers volunteered to quell the Hekatechiris. I didn't think that Papashan would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before we think to come outside. The sooner you see them, the better. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. So there we go. Alright, so now we will queue up for the Copperbell Mines, and we'll see how we go. Again, we're at a weird time, so I don't know how long it's going to take. Do we have anything in this area that we can deal with? Plurals in Eastern Thanalin, Southern Thanalin, Eastern Thanalin, Central Shroud. Nothing in the west. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was in Scavengers. We can go after those. So wait, sorry, where are they? They're in the Footfalls, which is down in there? No. Oh, I know where they are. They're up here somewhere. So actually, oh, never mind. Alright, going to Copperbell. Providing this DPS readies. Come on. Come on. It's ironic, the DPS is the one that has to wait the longest for a match, and it's usually the one that isn't ready in time. Okay, so it'll most likely they'll withdraw, unless they're doing something right now. But more than likely they'll be withdrawing, and then it shouldn't take too long to find another DPS. See, withdrawn, and no, we've completely lost everyone. Huh, stupid. Alright, well, start moving across. Might as well go into the Vespa Bay area, which is this area here. I'll pick up that Choco Porter. So yeah. Over on Sultansworns. These first ones aren't hostile, but you've got other buzzards that are. But again, we're still higher level than they're worth, so they don't bother us. Oh, it's not down there. Okay, here we go. Yay! It worked this time. Took us a bit to get there, but we're there. Nice. Alright, now this is probably going to be the most mechanics heavy dungeon that you'll face at the beginning, because their second fight is rather mechanics heavy. I'll let this open thing play because it's not worth getting the in-room replay because you don't get the other people in it, and there's nothing really pertinent to these, so they can wait for a little bit. Alright, greet the party. Okay, let's go. Now, movement. Oh. Brand down Dusk. Roll in. It's that way. I recall. Yep. Yeah, usually what happens is you'll keep going and pull all that, but I don't have enough trust in my own abilities to be able to do that. Nor do I have enough trust in my armor to be able to do that. Oh, here we go. Hello. Standing too close to that. So we've got a Dragoon and a Bard, which means, and a White Mage, which means they're all way above level 20. This thing pops out here. Me and you. So these are the giants in question. Yep. now that we've got all these guys, we've got the target from here. That's what I should be doing, but I have a bad habit as a DPS just to be targeting with tab. And that's why you want them facing away from the party, so no AoEs get hit. I could go for those two, but I'm not gonna. Just in case. Are you serious? I provoked you. How did you not come to me? That's so dumb. Provoke. Placing yourself at the top of the target's enmity list. Must have had a regen on me or something. We leveled up, nice. So we leveled, I think we got 2 levels from Sastasha, we got 2 levels from Temtara, and another 2 levels, hopefully from this. I'm just gonna get rid of this. We'll work on the rest of them there rather quick. Grab this fire sand. We need it for later on. No, come here. Such an annoying thing. Alright. Now I think we've got. There's one more fire sand up here. Now this boss is fairly easy. First, I'm basically going to be doing bugger all. Because you basically stand over here and just wait for all the ads to jump down. Eventually a boss does spawn, but for the most part it's nothing lasts long. Like I don't really need to tank, it's just like we've got a bard, we've got, you know, the healer who can deal damage. We're not really, I'm going to be running around doing bugger all. So by the time I get to them, it's, they're dead. See, like, there will be a boss, as I said, that'll jump down, but it's very, oh, there he is, there's a bomb. And now it should be the boss. No, another flame block. And no. Here he comes. Big mofo. key. I'll grab treasure coffer just in case something like that happens. Repair. It's not better, so I'll just agree to do it. I think we can actually... I'm pretty sure we can actually just avoid these ones or something. I'm not sure. I have had one run where you just walk into the elevator and then go down and these guys ignore you. But for the life of me, I can't remember if that was in this or if it was in the hard mode or something. Anyway. We've actually got 2 other newbies. But I don't know how new newbies are. I mean, that looks like level 60 gear or even higher, so probably not too new. Oh, there's a roaming dude in there, yeah. Oh no, he spawns later on, I think. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Come here, you. Okay, we go this way. And how many do we have? I think we need another one from this one. I think that's enough. I think you only need 2. Yeah. I don't know if you need that, but we'll grab it anyway. Right, so this one. Now this one is an interesting room. Where's our healer? Where are you going? Are they lost? Oh, there we go. Alright, this one is an interesting room. Basically, I have to just control this. Come over here. This is basically a tank show, because you basically have to do that. Get that person to do that. Grab all these. Right. Then they have to, well, I hope the healer heals me. Oh no! What a time for the healer to have connected issues. Basically the tank's job. Oh no, it blew. Died before. Damn it. No! Come back. Oh, there we go. And you basically keep doing this until it's very small, and then you just kill it. If you've got a tank that doesn't know what they're doing, generally you'll run into issues. Or if you've got a DPS that doesn't know what they're doing, or whatever. Eventually Spriggans do spawn over there. No. There we go. And now you can kill them all. But yeah, this is one interesting fight. It can be, you know, it's very weird mechanics relative to what you'd usually be facing, but for the most part, something different. The final boss in this is much like the boss in Sastasha. Ads will spawn, but that's not really something you've got to worry about. Whoa! Again with the chat. I gotta work out why that's happening. Oh yeah, we can go that way. Don't go that way. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Well done. I wonder if they're trying to get levels. Because that's also... Actually, they're wearing... Okay, yeah, they've just gotten their thing to 35, so maybe they don't know. Anyway. It's up this way. And the boss is in there somewhere. Down in here. Ah, I thought you can get past those, apparently not. You know what it might be? Shift S. Alt S? Alt S. Alt S, okay. I'm probably going to have to change that, because if I'm holding Alt to do overpower, and I accidentally press S, it's going to be a problem. Slaves no more, free! Free! Boo. So this party's probably already annoyed that they have to go so slow with a tank, but and then they've got to watch this stupid shit. Alright. Let's go. Now, from memory, we want to bring him over to this side. Preferably with the lantern on here. Hey, come back! Asshole. You don't need to worry about them, they just do their stupid shit, but... we'll be able to kill him. Basically, they're meant to stop them from breaking through that wall, but we're gonna kill him fast enough to be able to ignore that. Much like you're meant to open up the ripples in Sastasha, but you can kill him fast enough to the point where the ads don't become as big a problem. Here we go. So yeah, the reason I stayed with it rather than importing it in later is you miss this bit where you see the whole party, so it looks weird. It's just by yourself. They're still around now. Let's greet that, and we'll commend the bard, who's the only one left. Hey, I got 2 player accommodations. Nice. Okay. So, with that was a rather long episode. So we will get to Vesper Bay quickly. Just to grab the Choco Keep. And then we'll go back and talk to Modi. Alright, so now it'll be easier to get back here. Alright, so with that, we'll catch you later, where we'll continue on with the quest, the main story quest. Alright, catch you later. Oh no, it was in capitals. There we go, catch you later.